Do you see your team maturing at all this season? You've been in every game. And now you pull one out, a close one out.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been that close, but you know what? Those guys can make shots. And, you know, they got 5 guys in double figures. Their first 5 is probably the best first 5 in our league. There's no doubt about it. They're the best first 5. And, you know, those guys can really put up some numbers. But the bottom line is, you know, we got to squeeze out a couple of these close ones. And we did it with some key stops. There was a stretch in the middle of the second half where they just ran out of some gas, and we were able to just keep getting the stops, stay into their bodies, and we were able to squeeze some out. And then on the other end, they had to guard. They had to guard action. They had to guard post feeds, and we were very fortunate.
Gary, if you look at the stat sheet in front of you, both teams made and took the same number of field goal attempts.
Wow.
And they hit more threes. So obviously the game was won, statistically speaking, at the free throw line. It seemed like at one point in the second half, you made an effort to take it to the basket. Did you have that in mind? Was that something you guys talked about, being more assertive? Or?
Coach just tell us to make plays when we can, and I just try my best to make plays. He draws the plays up, and we try our best to execute it, and it just went our way.
Gary, too, the first half, Urkel got a couple of your drives to the basket. What did you do to try to adjust to that?
Well, I just tried to create a little more space because he's long. He's a big body with long arms, so I try to create more space to get my shot off.
Danny, I know that you had a big night offensively, but I thought that both of you guys did a pretty good job of denying penetration throughout the game. Obviously, can you talk about how important that is with the guards they have?
Well, with our personnel, Coach wants us to. He preaches defense. Like that's our identity, like we stated previously, you know. And we knew we had to stop the penetration because they love to drive, and that's how they, like that's why they have the record that they have. You know, because their guards are able to get into the lane and then create for others or even for themselves. So we knew if we maintained the guards, that we'll have a better chance to win.
Howard, talk a little bit about maybe a couple of your unsung heroes that aren't in here, Hayden and Darren, both with double-doubles tonight.
Well, and don't forget about Sammy, because Sammy gave us a great spark, you know, in that second half, and it really got us going. Sometimes you gotta, you know, put the red light up on him because he can go. He's got one speed, and but I thought Hayden and Darren did a great job of giving us some presence, you know, not just you know, on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. You know, they did a good job of keeping, you know, Brooks and Urkel going, and I know they scored in double figures, but it really wasn't in key moments, you know, and Brooks has such a quick release, you know, and Hayden did a great job of just being tall on his closeout and not giving him those open looks. And I thought Darren really just, you know, came out ready to play Urkel. I thought he underperformed out in Youngstown against Urkel, and I thought he came out with a lot more purpose to, you know, kind of impose his will a little bit, you know, and hey, let's face it, he's got a lot of weight on his side in that matchup, so he's got to take advantage of it.
Has Sammy played his way into the rotation?
Well, he's doing it. He's playing, and he's earned it. You know, it's you know, the proof is in the pudding. You know, he hasn't hurt us at all. And you know, what you want from your bench is you want guys to give you that spark, to give you a little lift, and make sure that they don't hurt you. That's what we've been preaching to the group with our bench, and he really gave us a spark. And you know, hey, right now it's all about competition, practice, and games. And in practice, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's gonna be fine.
Speaking of not hurting yourselves, only 9 turnovers and 11 fouls tonight.
We've been talking about that all year long. It's something that's been, we've been shooting ourselves in the foot there. And obviously, I challenged the group before the game. I said, hey, if we can, I said 12. If we can keep it less than 12, then we'll be fine. And we'll have a chance to win. And they did a great job. Well, I think we had 4 in the first half. You know, that we were off to a good start that way. But let's be honest, Youngstown isn't a big pressure team like we're going to see on Sunday. That's going to be the big challenge. You know, Cleveland State coming in here, they really did a good job of forcing us into some silly turnovers, turnovers that we didn't really have to make. But we'll address that, and we'll be prepared for that on Sunday.